A couple of weeks ago, I sat down to rewatch Star Wars The Last Jedi for the first time in quite a few months. About 10 minutes in, I stopped the movie. I don't hate The Last Jedi, I don't dislike it, in fact, I love it. And I spent the best part of 9 months defending it as much as I can. But now, it's time for me to say my final piece. When I popped Last Jedi in to watch, I realised something. Despite having an enormous love for the movie, I can no longer enjoy it. All I could hear in my head while I was watching even the opening moments of the film were the voices of the toxic fandom shouting in my ear. Shouting words of hate. Shouting some of the most asinine, ridiculous complaints I've ever heard in my life. The voices of Star Wars commentators who have nothing better to do with their spare time but to stew in their own negativity and spew it out to all the negative Nellies who want to gobble it up to feed their own misery. At the time I'm creating this video, The Last Jedi has been out in the world for 9 whole months. Yet still every day I find myself faced with videos upon videos, articles upon articles, comments upon comments, continually spewing hate and negativity over a fictional movie about space wizards made for a target demographic of 13-year-olds. A number of weeks ago, production started in London on Star Wars Episode 9. Usually I would be ecstatic, gobbling up every bit of production information, every bit of casting news, every bit of insider information that I could, in anticipation for the next great chapter in my favourite saga of all time. But this time round, I feel none of that. I'm not ecstatic for this movie, I'm not anticipating it, I'm not even excited. In fact, I couldn't care less if we had another Star Wars ever again. Will I love Star Wars Episode 9? Absolutely. Will I love the experience that comes with not only my love for the movie, but just simply viewing it? No, definitely not. The same way I could not bring myself to really enjoy Solo, a really wonderful, fun and exciting adventure, a harmless movie that became cannon fodder, an undeserving casualty of the backlash for a film that was released 5 months earlier. I couldn't enjoy Solo because while I was watching it, all I could think of was the unwarranted backlash the movie would face within the next 24 hours. What are they going to pick apart in this one, I thought to myself. What are they going to hate? How are they going to make this movie a scapegoat for something else? The attempted takedown of Solo by the toxic sector of the fanbase was not only childish, but it was also pathetic. I've now realised that Star Wars is dead to me. Not because the movies suck, because they don't, but because the fans do. When I was younger, I was harassed for at least a decade by people who hated Star Wars because I loved Star Wars. Now I find myself being harassed by people who claim to love Star Wars because I love Star Wars. Last Jedi has proven how toxic fandoms can be inside and out, and it makes me wonder, why would you ever want to be a part of one? So here you have it. To all of those out there spending day and night making negative videos, writing negative articles, writing negative comments, trashing the movies, trashing the franchise, abusing the filmmakers, harassing the cast, and harassing other fans. To all those who have spent 9 whole months stewing in your own hatred instead of just moving on and finding something more positive to do with your time. You have won. We, the positive light in the universe, have lost. I no longer feel the same excitement, warmth and love when I enter that galaxy far, far away. All I feel in that vast universe is darkness. Not because I hate the movies, but because I love them so, so much. So, thank you to all of those who have done nothing but drag down the films, filmmakers, film stars and film fans for 9 whole months, simply because a movie exists that you do not like. Thank you for killing one of the most important things I and so many others have had in our lives for so many years, and dragging down anything in your way. Because of you, Star Wars is no longer fun. It's a chore to watch and it's impossible to enjoy. Thank you all so much. You've all got what you wanted all along. Star Wars is dead, and it's because of you. Now, let me tell you something to all of those who have stuck with me until the very end. I've just realized that every word of what I have just said in this video is wrong. It's exactly what the other crowd wants to hear. They may have killed Star Wars for now, but like a phoenix from the ashes, it will rise again. They may have squashed the rebellion, but the resistance will rise. One day, I will find a way to enjoy Star Wars again. I will find my excitement and anticipation for Episode 9 and beyond. I love Star Wars. I will always love Star Wars. And all of the haters, all those spewing vile hatred on a daily basis will not bring me or the other fans down to their level. It's time for me to spend some time rekindling my love for this great franchise. It's unfair and so against any morals the movies will teach you for you to want to kill what you love and drag down everyone else with you. Star Wars will live on in the hearts and souls of those like myself who will defend it to the bitter end. To those who find the need to spread daily hatred and cynicism on a franchise that you claim to love but you actually hate, I implore you, find a better use of your time. Find something that you love. Talk about it. Write about it. Create videos about it. You'll find that you will love conversing and creating even more if you're doing it about things you love and not things that you hate. If you don't like the movies, that's completely fine. I've had plenty of great conversations with people who have genuine criticisms and can engage in a civil discourse. But I've had 10 times as many conversations, if you want to call it that, with people who do nothing but throw bantha poodoo. To those people, you've had your say. 9 whole months of it. It is time to let it go. These are only movies. If you love Star Wars, don't crumble. Don't fall into the hands of the evil empire once again. Be strong, love what you love, and shout that love to the world. Unashamedly so. We are the spark that will light the fire that will bring the franchise back to life. With fans like us, Star Wars will never die. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos, you like what you've seen, you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now, and also hit that like button down below if you're feeling extra generous. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.